After nearly 40 years on this bench, I believed nothing could surprise me anymore. I was wrong. I have listened to thousands of stories, some filled with excuses, some with anger, some with genuine hardship. I have seen people lie to avoid responsibility, and I have seen others stand before me with honesty that could break your heart. But that morning, what I thought was just another routine parking violation turned into something that reminded me why justice can never be separated from humanity. What this widow told me that morning made it impossible to simply enforce the law. It forced me to pause, to remember my father's words, and to ask myself what justice truly means when someone is standing at the edge of their own grief. I have served as a municipal judge for almost 4 decades. That's 40 years of early mornings, long dockets, and decisions that affect people in ways they sometimes don't even realize. My father used to say, when you hold authority over someone, that's when your character is tested. He came to this country with nothing but determination and belief in fairness. He taught me that the law is powerful, but the person applying it must be even more careful. Use power with mercy, he would tell me, because one day you might need mercy yourself. I've carried that lesson into every courtroom I've ever presided over. My mornings are simple and predictable. I wake before sunrise, brew my coffee strong and black, and sit quietly at my kitchen table for a few minutes before the day begins. By 8:15, I'm in my chambers. My clerk, Maria, has worked beside me for over 20 years. She knows my rhythm, knows when to speak, and when to let me prepare in silence. That morning, she had already organized the case files neatly on my desk. Most were ordinary: speeding violations, expired registrations, parking disputes between neighbors who couldn't agree on whose tire crossed a painted line. Nothing unusual, nothing dramatic. I was flipping through the stack when Maria hesitated before placing one particular file on top. She didn't say much at first, just looked at me in a way that told me this one was different. Then she spoke softly. "Judge, she buried her husband yesterday." I stopped turning pages. "Yesterday?" I asked. Maria nodded. "That's what she told the officer." I opened the citation. Parking violation, restricted zone. Timestamp, 3:47 a.m. Location, Greenwood Cemetery entrance. Fine, $75. On paper, it was straightforward. A vehicle parked where it wasn't permitted, issued according to city ordinance. Nothing complicated. But something about the timing unsettled me. 3:47 in the morning, at a cemetery, the day after a funeral. I've read enough reports in my career to know when something feels incomplete. There was more to this story than a car parked in the wrong place.